Hi, my name is Trevor Perkins. I'm the Exploration Manager for UEX Corporation. I am here today at our Hidden Bay camp with Roger Lemaitre, our President and CEO, for the latest installment of our CEO's Corner. I have a few questions to ask Roger today, and we will begin with that. Welcome to the camp, Roger.
Glad to be here.
The first question I have for you, President Trump recently announced the outcome of the Section 232 on July 15th. What was this outcome?
Well, the Department of Commerce gave a recommendation to the White House and the President Trump to potentially putting in some sort of relief for American uranium miners. So the three possible choices they had was that the President agrees there were no issues with the strategic issues related to uranium mining in the United States and would do nothing. The second choice was to import quotas and only allow American utilities to buy so much of their product had to be American sourced. And the last choice was they could put import tariffs. And the President Trump's decision was to do none of the above and just let he believed, well, there is a strategic problem with uranium mining in the United States. There was no need for quota or tariffs at this time, but they did implement a working group to study the matter a little bit further.
So ultimately, was the Section 232 decision a positive outcome for the global uranium market?
I believe it was, yes. We've avoided the splitting of the market into a U.S. sourced market and a non-U.S. sourced market like we saw back before the fall of the Iron Curtain. We don't see any restrictions on imports at this point in time. We don't see a situation where there's excess supply because Americans are no longer able to take material from outside the country and that would get dumped into the rest of the world. So we think it's been a good or a reasonable outcome so far. But we'll have to wait and see what the final decision is of this working group.
So which of UEX's upcoming or recently completed exploration activities are you most excited about, and why?
Well, there's three that I'm the most excited about. First, because we just completed our spring program at West Bear on our Cobalt project, we've managed to grow the Cobalt deposit substantially along strike, and we're working on grading our interpretation of that. And we've identified other targets in the neighborhood that we definitely want to take a look at in our next winter program. We can't get in there this summer because of the conditions. It's pretty wet in there. But we've also learned a whole lot about cobalt deposits in this emerging district in the Athabasca that, while it's prolific for uranium, we think has almost equal potential to become a cobalt district. And we're looking and are eager to apply that knowledge in other areas like our Humperville target and several others across the basin on our properties. At Christie Lake, we're excited to get back to the uranium portfolio at Christie Lake. We just recently received the interim results from our resistivity survey that we did there this spring and winter, and it's shown us some really intriguing targets that we're looking forward to follow up on when we get the final results. And we'll be drilling there here later in the summer. And then right now we're at Hidden Bay because we're looking at Hidden Bay opportunities, taking the knowledge, looking for these basement deposits and cobalt deposits that we haven't seen or haven't been looked for on the Hidden Bay property so far. And our team's out here looking at our vast core library, looking for those opportunities, and that's excited me for several years. It's one of the reasons why I came to the company in the first place.
So can you clarify how much of UEX is now cobalt focused as opposed to uranium focused?
Well, over the last year, or in our 2019 fiscal year, our expenses are roughly 2/3 cobalt this year and 1/3 uranium. Before that, in the previous years, it would have been very little of that in the cobalt space. We will probably do less dollars into cobalt in the next year or two as we work outside the West Bear area looking for new discoveries. Of course, if we make a new discovery, that will change everything. But we'll also be turning our attention back into the uranium market a lot more with work at Christie Lake and Hidden Bay over the next year or two. We are a uranium company, and we will get back to doing more uranium work here in the near future.
So if and when the uranium market turns bullish, like so many of us think it will, where will UEX's priorities lie amongst your projects?
Well, we'll definitely be focusing in on our uranium projects that are more advanced or in that study pipeline. So first up will be our Horseshoe and Raven deposit that we're ready to move forward. We've done some heap leach study work on that. We think that's going to continue to do that and move that project forward to, if the market allows, towards production. We'll continue to grow our resource base at Christie Lake by expanding around the targets around the deposits that we have now and trying to grow that resource into something that will be economic, but we still have work to do there. And we'll be working with our partner Orano on Shea Creek and trying to get that moving forward as well. We are the minority partner there, so we do have to have our partner support to be able to move that project forward. But we think that they're coming around and seeing Shea Creek as valuable as we do.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Roger.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate all the great work our team is doing here at Hidden Bay.
Thank you.